In the ever-buzzing world of K-drama, where every glance can spark a headline and every moment caught on camera becomes a cultural talking point, few things ignite public interest more than the possibility of a real-life romance between two beloved stars. The entertainment world was sent into a frenzy when reports and candid photos emerged of top-tier actors Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won seemingly enjoying a quiet, romantic getaway on Jeju Island. The photos, which first surfaced on fan forums before being picked up by mainstream outlets, show the pair in what appears to be a secluded luxury villa, sharing laughs, strolling along the beach, and even appearing to exchange affectionate gestures far beyond what would typically be seen between platonic friends. The images, grainy but damning, suggest a narrative that neither Kim Soo-hyun nor Kim Ji-won has ever publicly confirmed, one of romance, secrecy, and perhaps, the early days of a hidden relationship. It wasn't just the setting that raised eyebrows, but the nature of their interactions. In one viral shot, Kim Ji-won can be seen leaning gently on Soo-hyun's shoulder as they watched the sunset over the ocean. Another image shows them in matching hoodies, holding takeaway coffee cups from a local cafe known to be a hotspot for couples. Rumors of their off-screen chemistry had long been whispered during and after the filming of their hit drama Queen of Tears, where their electric performances had already sparked suspicions that their connection might extend beyond the script. Their undeniable on-screen synergy, capturing millions of hearts, was often dismissed as professional brilliance. But for fans who've long speculated, this latest development feels like the moment fiction meets reality. Netizens were quick to dig into every public interaction the duo had ever shared. Behind-the-scenes clips of flirtatious banter to coordinated social media posts that, in hindsight, seemed more than coincidental. A trail of breadcrumbs began to form. Even something as simple as both stars posting sunrise photos within minutes of each other now appeared suspect. Fans quickly created side-by-side collages, connecting dots only the most eagle-eyed could see months ago. Social media erupted. Hashtags like #SujiGetaway, #DispatchWhereYou, and #drama turned real soared to the top of trending charts. On Twitter, fans were divided, some expressing uncontainable joy that their on-screen favorites might be living a real-life love story, others skeptical and accusing the stars of staging the event for publicity. Instagram Reels and TikToks dissected the body language in the photos, while YouTube channels dedicated entire live streams to analyzing what it all could mean. What made the entire episode more intriguing was the near-complete silence from both actors' agencies. Gold medalist, representing Kim Soo-hyun, and Hi-Zium Studio, Kim Ji-won's management, offered no immediate comment. This silence only fueled speculation. If there was nothing to hide, why not clarify? Was a statement being carefully drafted, or were they attempting to ride the wave of publicity? Insiders from the entertainment industry began to chime in, some anonymously leaking supposed details about how long the relationship had been brewing. According to a former production staff member from Queen of Tears, the chemistry wasn't just limited to the camera. There were moments between takes that felt too genuine, the source claimed. They were always laughing, sharing meals, and seemed deeply in sync. Paparazzi agencies, especially South Korea's notorious Dispatch, were eerily quiet. This led many to believe that something bigger might be underway. Was Dispatch preparing a Valentine's Day expose, as they've done with other major celebrity couples? The absence of denial, the photographic evidence, and the mounting fan theories have now turned what might have once been dismissed as coincidence into a potentially career-shaping scandal. The resort where the pair were allegedly seen has become a point of pilgrimage for curious fans. Travel bloggers and local residents have begun to document the site, trying to match the backdrop of the photos with actual villas and beach spots. The phenomenon has even spurred a surge in tourism to Jeju Island, with fans hoping to witness or recreate moments from the scandalous getaway. For some, the idea of Soo-hyun and Ji-won as a real-life couple is a dream come true. Their natural chemistry, shared values, and mutual respect have been evident throughout their joint projects. But for others, the scandal brings complications. In a culture where celebrity dating is still seen as controversial, especially when one or both parties are at the peak of their careers, such rumors can have serious ramifications. More breadcrumbs began surfacing. It surfaced of both stars visiting the same gym, frequenting the same restaurants, and even being seen at private gatherings together. Stylists and makeup artists who've worked with them dropped cryptic social media posts, heart emojis, songs about secret love, and throwback pictures from drama shoots that now seem loaded with subtext. As the public continued to spiral into speculation, the absence of any clear statement from either party only intensified the story. Every hour that passed without confirmation or denial gave rise to new theories. Could it be a clever marketing tactic ahead of a new project? Or perhaps a genuine attempt to live a private life, now disrupted by the prying eyes of fame? Scandal, whether real or inflated by the media, had taken on a life of its own. Fans began to petition their agencies for clarity. Others defended the stars' right to personal lives. Even fellow celebrities subtly weighed in, some liking posts related to the rumored couple. Others tweeting vague messages about love and freedom. Whatever the truth may be, one thing was clear. The story of Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won's alleged romantic getaway was more than just a fleeting tabloid moment. It had captured the imagination of millions, not just because of who they are, but because of what they represent: a fantasy come alive, a romance unfolding in real time, and the complex dance between celebrity, love, and the public eye. As the days turned into weeks, the silence from Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won's camps began to feel deafening. The public's hunger for answers intensified. Every whisper and hint dissected under a microscope. The getaway had now morphed from a simple rumor into an all-consuming media phenomenon. What started as a few blurry photos had turned into the biggest celebrity narrative of the year. And yet, at the center of the storm, the two stars remained characteristically composed, making scheduled appearances, attending interviews, but saying nothing about the elephant in the room. Contrast between their public personas and the implications of the scandal was striking. Kim Soo-hyun, known for his boy-next-door charm and pristine image, had always maintained a quiet dignity about his personal life. Despite being one of Korea's most eligible bachelors, he had never been publicly linked to any serious relationship. Kim Ji-won, equally adored, carried herself with an elegance that made her a darling of both fans and brands. Her image, poised, intelligent, seemed almost at odds with the idea of a secret romance. This duality made the supposed romance all the more captivating. If two stars so meticulously private were truly in love, then surely their silence was an act of protection, not denial. It suggested something real, something they were choosing to preserve from the ever-hungry media machine. But in K entertainment, love is rarely allowed to flourish in peace. Behind closed doors, industry insiders were abuzz with speculation. Brands with endorsement deals reportedly began to hold quiet meetings to assess the risk. Some feared backlash from conservative fanbases, others saw opportunity. A luxury fashion house was rumored to be courting the pair for a joint campaign, hoping to ride the wave of public interest. But for both stars, the stakes were high. Dating scandals, especially at the peak of one's career, could derail major contracts, alienate certain markets, and even affect casting decisions. Their respective agencies, under mounting pressure, finally released carefully worded statements. Neither confirmed nor denied the relationship. Instead, they emphasized the actor's right to privacy, expressed disappointment over the invasion of their personal time, and asked the public to refrain from spreading unverified information. While diplomatically phrased, the statements only deepened the mystery. Fans and media alike turned to previous cases for comparison. The Hyun Bin and Sung Yi-gun saga came up frequently, initially denied, eventually confirmed, culminating in marriage. Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won followed the same trajectory? Or would this tale fade into ambiguity, like so many other celebrity rumors that flared and fizzled? As the weeks progressed, new layers to the story emerged. Photos from earlier in the year resurfaced, one from a ski resort, another from a private party, showed glimpses of the stars, never together, but always in strangely overlapping timelines. One particularly viral thread traced their travel schedules, noting suspiciously similar patterns. Fans began to speculate that the relationship had been ongoing for months, perhaps even before Queen of Tears began production. Online forums flooded with theories. Some believed the romance was real but being strategically revealed. Others argued the entire scandal was a PR stunt, orchestrated to distract from other industry controversies. A vocal minority proposed the relationship was a cover-up for other secrets, ranging from career maneuverings to more bizarre conspiracy-level ideas. Cultural critics weighed in, pointing out how such scandals reveal deeper truths about Korean celebrity culture. The intense scrutiny, blurred line between personal and public, and the almost compulsive need of fans to participate in their idols' lives all played a role in amplifying the drama. In a society where image is everything, the idea of love becomes both a fantasy and a liability. Still, some fans rallied in support. Hashtags like #LetThemLove and #Respect Their Privacy began trending. Celebrities who had once been wary began showing subtle signs of support, liking their posts, leaving encouraging comments, wearing brands linked to either star. A quiet shift was taking place, one that suggested a growing maturity in how audiences perceive celebrity relationships. Meanwhile, tourism on Jeju Island continued to surge. The now famous cafe released a special drink named Lover's Latte, capitalizing on the scandal. Fans from overseas began booking trips just to visit the rumored spots, turning the real-life drama into a pilgrimage site for K-drama romantics. Behind the scenes, one can only imagine the pressure both actors were under. Navigating a potential relationship in such a high-stakes environment, while maintaining professional composure, is no easy feat. Every gesture, every glance, every word was now weighed and interpreted. Could love survive in such a climate? As the story reached its peak, unexpected twist occurred. Dispatch, long silent, published a photo series, not of Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won on a getaway, but of them quietly leaving a mutual friend's birthday dinner weeks later. The photos shows them getting into separate cars, avoiding eye contact, and wearing masks. Even in their attempt at discretion, the internet found signs, matching phone cases, synchronized outfits, and that unmistakable aura of intimacy. Ultimately, the scandal left behind more questions than answers. But maybe that was the point. Maybe the magic of this story lies not in its resolution but in its mystery. Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won, whether lovers or just friends, had unwittingly created a narrative that blurred the lines between drama and reality, between actors and characters, between truth and fantasy. And for fans, that story, half real, half imagined, is perhaps the most intoxicating romance